Drones have been everywhere these days. These small aircraft have a lot of uses. Back then, drones were only acquired by professionals. It's nice to see that we're utilizing them to their full potential, and the more we use them, the more drone footage we have. Today, the internet has become a treasure trove of drone videos. So in this video, we are going to talk about drone captures, what no one would believe part 3. The video is going to be amazing, so make sure you stick to the end. Angry farmer. In this video, a drone operator decided to explore a farm in an isolated area, and needless to say, his ventures attracted the attention of the owner of the place. He wasn't too impressed by the strange aircraft spying on his property, and he decided to take care of it himself. He got out what looked to be a gun and promptly shot the drone, causing it to malfunction and drop to the ground. But I guess in the end, the owner still managed to retrieve the aircraft and upload this video. It goes to show that if you're not careful, your high-tech drone might get destroyed. Narrowest ridge. This is the Una area, the narrowest ridge on the British mainland. It's often described as a moderate rock climb challenge, but for me, this is already a daunting hike. I mean, just take a look, as this bridge is so steep and narrow that one wrong move will give you serious injuries or worse, death. However, a lot of people still visit this ridge just for the climate. I have to admit that the view is breathtaking, but it also triggers my fear of heights a little bit. This vertigo-inducing ridge isn't for the faint of heart, but for seasoned hikers, it gives the experience of a lifetime. Take a look at this video. From a hiker's point of view, I think this view is terrifying, and I seriously salute people who dare to climb difficult paths just like this one. Scared villagers. In this video, you can see several villagers in Zambia scrambling to get away from the drone approaching them. Everyone ran away without hesitation, and they even abandoned their bicycles because of how terrified they were of the drone. I mean, if I were in their position, I'd probably do the same thing. Who knows what that creepy flying thing can do? And think about it. Even people who are already familiar with drones are also extremely wary when they're being followed by one. Aircraft collision. In this clip, this passenger got quite lucky with their seat on the plane. They have the window seat, and they can see the wing of the aircraft from their view. However, their heart probably jumped into their throat when they saw a drone suddenly collide with the wing of the plane. This clip was allegedly captured in June 2015 on the Southwest Airlines flight. Some people refuse to believe that this is true, claiming that this is a digitally edited clip. But hey, this is a great example of what could happen if you're not careful in controlling your drone. Way to another dimension. You might think this is a scene from a fantasy movie, but this is very much real. This is the Colville dos Conchas. It's located in a remote corner of Serra da Estela Natural Park. And because of its appearance, many see it as the portal to another dimension. I mean, I can see it. This waterhole is one of Portugal's most guarded attractions, and not a lot of people are aware of its existence. But hey, now you know its opening is roughly 4.6 meters in diameter with a circumference of 48 meters. This waterhole leads down to a 1,500-meter-long tunnel that delivers water straight to the Lagos concrete, a hydroelectric dam. Because of how surreal it looks, many claims that they get the heebie-jeebies when looking at the place. Unlike other spillways and waterholes around the world, nature found a way to thrive in the coveted opening, and you can see foliage and moss growing near its edges. In fact, in the winter, it looks like the opening up of a cave that looks similar to a portal to another world. People are free to visit the mountain range where the waterhole is located, but extreme caution is advised, especially if you plan to visit during the winter. Murder scene. One of the many uses of drones is their insane capability to provide us with a clearer view of anything. In a bird's eye view, we probably wouldn't have been able to spot this murder scene on Google Earth if it weren't for the aircraft that took this photo. In this picture, you can see what appears to be bloodstains on the bridge, and near it is a man in what looks like a sack or a body. The scene looks spine-chilling, and you can easily tell what happened just by looking at it. When someone noticed this on Google Earth, they were immediately terrified at the prospect of discovering someone's brutal death. But as it turned out, this footage is more innocent than it looks. Many people thought that someone wounded had been dragged onto the bridge, and it's the bloodstains from the beginning to the end. But apparently, it wasn't the case. You can say that the backstory of this photo is more on the wholesome side. The culprit behind the quote-unquote bloody trail is a water-loving golden retriever, Rama. Just when the aerial camera took this photo, the dog had just gotten out of the water and hopped onto the bridge once again to jump from its edge. So there's no murder to solve here, just a happy golden retriever enjoying his time with his owner. Not going to lie though, I was almost fooled by that. The water made it seem like the bridge was stained with blood. Before we move on, support us by hitting subscribe and the bell icon to get notified when we post new videos. Now let's get back to our topic. In this photo captured by a drone, you can see a group of creatures swimming in the water. This was uploaded by an anonymous user in an online forum, and it's been making waves on the internet recently. Some people claim that the beings in this photo are mermaids moving toward warmer waters, but a lot of people think otherwise. Legends about these creatures have been around since 1000 BC, and for 1000s of years, seafarers and sailors have been spreading stories about them. But to this day, there's still no solid evidence that they exist. Creepy playground. One of the things adults always advise kids is to never trust strangers, and in recent years, even adults find it hard not to be suspicious of everyone else. Now, I don't know about you, but an all-black outfit and a creepy baby mask are both red flags to me. The man is dressed just like those killers in horror movies. He's dressed in an all-black outfit and is wearing a baby mask that covers his entire face. When he noticed that he was being stalked by the drone, the man stomped his feet on the ground, seemingly throwing a tantrum, before running away and entering one of the abandoned shelters near the playground. You might argue that this is just a prank, but regardless, it's still pretty creepy. Can you imagine how confused and bewildered a random stranger would be if they see a man dressed like this in a deserted place? They often say not to judge a book by its cover, but in this case, I think I'll trust my gut, and I think this masked person is up to no good. Drone hoverboard. No, this isn't a scene from a superhero movie. This is an actual person riding a huge drone-powered hoverboard through traffic. This video resembles a trailer clip of a villain and features an Omni hoverboard or simply an Omni board. Being able to levitate through city traffic might sound cool, and you're already probably wondering whether this hoverboard is for sale. I hate to disappoint you, but we're still far off from the futuristic era where everybody rides their sick drone-powered boards to school and work. Creepy scarecrow. We often see scarecrows in the middle of the field, and they're generally placed there to protect crops from birds. We've been making scarecrows for 1000s of years, and they play an important role in making sure that people don't starve to death. The Egyptians used these creepy human-like figures to protect wheat fields along the Nile River from flocks of quail. In this video, a group of friends was testing out their new drone in a massive cornfield when they noticed this suspicious scarecrow. They observed it for a little while, and they soon grew terrified when they noticed that the scarecrow could move. Well, it's a good thing he's stuck there in the middle of nowhere, because that means this scarecrow won't be able to freak anyone out aside from the birds that try to invade his cornfield. Dragon. This mythical creature is known all around the world, and its stories have fascinated a lot of people across the world. The great and powerful dragons. These mythical creatures have always been featured in numerous fictional works across history. In many legends and cultures, dragons are hailed as majestic and powerful beings. In some legends, they're monsters that need to be slain, while in some, there are godlike creatures that need to be worshipped and pleased. We don't know when these mythical beings emerged, but stories about them have been around since the age of the ancient Greeks and Sumerians. This video of an alleged dragon has been going viral on the internet, and many are convinced that this is the remains of a real dragon. The corpse was allegedly found in an unknown location in Mexico, and no further details can be found about this video. I have to say that for once we have a clear and high-quality sighting video, and the corpse on the ground looks realistic as well. Many seem to believe that it's a real dragon, but I'm quite skeptical. What do you think? I think even if it's fake, it's still incredibly impressive. If this is just a sculpture, it's still astounding nonetheless. Drone rescue. Firefighters are incredible individuals who dedicate their lives to saving people from dangerous situations. However, in emergencies, time is of the essence, and firefighters try their best to respond to the scene as soon as possible. But if there's heavy traffic on their path, it's inevitable for them to arrive a little late. But drones don't need to worry about traffic. What's more, restrictions and limitations of fire trucks don't apply to them. Some countries have started to develop drones to help extinguish fires, and it's incredibly effective. These aircraft can easily fly and extinguish flames in the upper rooms of high-rise buildings with no problem, and they can be deployed to the scene faster than trucks. It might take us years before we can incorporate drones and rescue operations, but these recent innovations show us that not too far off in the future we'll be able to integrate drones into almost everything. So that's it. Please like, share, and comment your thoughts below if you like this video. Remember to subscribe to see our next video. Stay safe, and we will be back soon with another video.